Remember, I went on a date one time, and this was very simple, not even sitting at the table. I said, yo, take off your hoodie.
Wait, like off his top of his head?
That's crazy.
Wait, like
First of all, that's
he had a zip-up sweater because it was cold and he didn't wear a jacket, but he had a button-down shirt on. And I was just like, yo, like we're inside now. Take it off. Put it at coat check. Nah, I'm still cold. And I'm like, but are you gonna go sit down at the table with the sweater on? That doesn't make any sense. Like your whole outfit for the restaurant is underneath the sweater. Like take off the sweater. Oh, the same day I had to tell baby, you cannot order the steak like that. So he ended up saying medium rare.
Maybe you don't like steak.
When he got the steak, he was cut into it and he was like, oh, nah, this shit mad red. He called the server back and was just like, oh, it's really red. And so I was just like, but that's what the
plate
fuck.
Be hot, though. He could have like seared it on the plate.
I'm like, but that's what you asked for. And the server told him the same thing. Oh, well, this is medium rare. Oh, well, can you cook it a little bit more? And I was just like, oh, Jesus. People, when I grew up, people were like, oh, that was a struggle meal. And I was like, that was a struggle meal? I was like,
struggling.
I love that shit.
That's like a spaghetti sandwich.
No, that's like a spaghetti. That's a spaghetti egg, no sauce. No sauce. Like.
No, wait, I got a meal, y'all, and I don't know if the Caribbean people relate, but
calling us the Caribbean people.
I know. That's the second time she did that, and she pointed at you like.
I'm saying y'all
because she be like, Lonnie's the hood one.
No. It's just
she like y'all Caribbean.
Like, y'all have a different like hood meal. Like y'all be eating I don't know. Like I've had like cook up tuna or something. Yeah, like
I was actually hold on. I was thinking that was a struggle meal.
What the tuna?
Wait, like porridge?
No, a struggle meal is a corned beef.
But how do you eat
it's the yellow corn. Yellow corn.
What do you do with it?
Oh, you make like a porridge type.
Porridge, yeah.
That's what I just said. So like porridge.
So why is that struggle?
Porridge.
No, but
it's thick. It's thick.
I don't even know what a porridge is.
You don't know what porridge is?
It's good.
Oatmeal?
It's not a
no,
really
porridge.
Oh,
yeah, like oatmeal, but not.
Yeah, but I can't.
No oats. It's like
it's not porridge.
Actually, that texture.
It's like
grits.
Corn.
No,
I don't fuck with it.
So I can't.
But they use corn. No, but they use cornmeal.
You can have that.
Just a little bit.
I'll try it.
I'm gonna make some.
No, I definitely.
I don't like the textures of those things anyway.
Like if my mother-in-law makes it for something, I'll eat it. But
tell us the struggle meal.
Oh, so the struggle meal. Damn.
Was it relating to fish?
It literally just. Oh, here it is. No, I know what it is, and I love tuna. But no, this is the struggle meal. So me and my brother, of course, hood gourmet. We would like toast some bread, like in the toaster or whatever. Mayonnaise, lettuce, mustard or whatever. No, not mustard because I didn't eat mustard. Mayonnaise, tomato, lettuce or whatever, and we would like fry the meat in the pan, like, and then like the bologna, it like, so it's like this, and then it does that. When you get
the bologna,
the bologna from the plastic thing that the tab
like this,
like this
store bologna, sandwich bologna, sandwich
So
bologna.
like, who?
Sandwich for a sandwich.
For a sandwich?
I never ate that.
For a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the little thin bologna.
Yeah.
So yeah, or salami. My mom would buy salami sometimes. I didn't really like it, but if you fry it, put that little cheese on it.
I didn't eat
That
any
was
of those.
You know, that just made me
lettuce
think
and tomatoes.
Thanks. You know what I used
But
to
it was bologna.
when we used to eat.
It was bologna, or y'all.
I didn't eat any. I didn't eat
Well,
both.
we
of
used
those.
to eat pork roll.
It was bologna. What is pork roll?
We
We
didn't
used to have pork roll and the grilled cheese.
Pork roll is more hood than
Pork roll and a grilled cheese. We would just make a grilled cheese, make a pork roll, and then throw that pork roll in there.
But what is a pork roll?
I don't know. It looked like bologna.
I'm gonna look it up. Pork roll. I bet this shit.
But some people call it tailor ham.
I didn't like any of those like meats, like
Pork
those.
roll and grilled cheese.
I was not a sandwich kid. I did not like sandwiches. No, well,
like is that like press?
I only liked ham and turkey.
like-
Those bologna salami.
bologna,
I didn't like any of that, and I definitely did not like
But it ain't
cheese.
salami. But it looks like it.
I see what you mean. I'm looking
sliced cheese. I
Them shits used to be rocking.
No.
What?
out here.
Or an
Wait,
avocado
you see
sandwich?
how they cut it?
I
That's
told
how
you I
they
was
do it.
very picky.
You gotta cut the little cook, and then it goes
for like trips when
you throw it in
everybody
the
was
middle of the
bringing
grilled cheese.
heroes.
Yeah.
Like their parents brought them like store bought
God.
heroes. Lunchables, please. I'll take a Lunchables.
No thanks.
Let's talk about the real struggle meal. McDonald's, right? So, I'm kidding.
What is struggle from McDonald's?
McDonald's is so unhealthy.
It is unhealthy,
Yeah, we
but
were-
there's no struggle.
Yeah.
Nah, that's struggle
You know,
too.
if it was a struggle, why would your mama always be like, "Do you have McDonald's money?"
Exactly.
It's never.
Nah,
You
like,
have Burger King.
Honestly,
McDonald's, you gotta remember,
When I
McDonald's
got-
used to be
when I
99
got a little-
cents.
No,
like-
hold on. When I got a little older and I started eating Wendy's, I was like, yo, Wendy's is so much more cheaper than McDonald's.
No, it isn't.
It is cheaper than McDonald's. Bro, it is.
McDonald's used to be their
Bro,
dollar
I
menu used to
forgot
be
about
this long.
I forgot about McDonald's for a minute because I was on a Wendy's wave. When I
and-
went back to McDonald's, I was like, yo,
What happened?
McDonald's is expensive.
Nah, McDonald's had 4-piece nuggets.
Listen,
Look, that's right now.
no, that is
Right?
right now,
That's
but I'm
right
just
now.
talking about like comparing like the
Hell
same
no.
meal. What
Wendy's-
used to
I
what
used
used
to
to be,
get that little side salad from Wendy's.
Oh no,
With
yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
Listen, Wendy's salads.
Listen, chicken nuggets that were $1 at McDonald's had like I don't even know like marbles in it that you couldn't even bite through. like,
Bristles.
yeah, gristles. And them shits was $1. You get 4 of them shits. Like we got, you know what I'm saying?
I never think of McDonald's being back then because I remember my mama always being like, "Do you have McDonald's money?" If I wanted Popeyes, she wouldn't like, "Do you have Popeyes money?"
I actually didn't know
Popeyes
about
was expensive?
Popeyes
but it was like a script.
as like a kid.
shit. It was a Popeyes down the street from my house. Like
Popeyes right now, like
Mm-mm.
I went to
There is
Popeyes
now.
like I would say like 2 weeks ago, and somehow I spent
Was it
$50.
delicious?
It was good, but I was like, I'm like trying to figure out how I spent $50 at Popeyes.
I have to crave
Chicken is
Popeyes,
high.
guys.
I'm like,
That
this
is
shit-
not-
First of all,
that's
it's
not
not even real
something-
chicken. Like,
that's KFC.
That's not a fast food that I'd be like, okay, let me just pick up something real quick. That's either Wendy's or McDonald's for me. So just get some like quick fries and chicken nuggets. That's all I eat from fast food anyway. French fries and chicken nuggets.
Yuck.
you look
But-
like a chicken nugget type of person.
I love the chicken nuggets.
I can tell.
Wait, a nugget or a tender? That's
A nugget.
different.
She's still a
Well,
kid.
hold on. Wendy's doesn't have tenders. Neither of them have tenders anymore.
Ooh.
McDonald's doesn't have tenders
I
anymore.
really don't eat nothing at McDonald's except for coffee.
Well, Wendy's definitely doesn't have tenders.
Oh, I don't be going there.
McDonald's used to have chicken selects, and I used to be on those bitches. That was good. But they
The
don't.
whole menu, Amanda.
No.
Y'all, so I don't really eat a lot of what's it called, like fast food.
Fast food.
But I'm gonna tell y'all,
Syrup sandwich.
no, ugh, disgusting.
Trauma.
I mean, McDonald's put
my
syrup
ghetto
in there.
Trauma.
goes to a certain level.
my ghetto,
my
my ghetto was so bad. Actually, I was on the phone with the girl. She's not a girl. She's an older lady that used to watch me, and she was like, "You see you all over it." She said she thinks Instagram is TV. She's like, "I see you all over TV doing your thing.
It is.
Don't forget you used to run with the rats and the mice and the roaches, and we used to make syrup sandwiches. You used to leave it in the microwave too long, and the bread would get hard. Don't even forget that." I'm like, "No, I didn't forget it." and if I did, you reminded
The
me.
bread used to get too hard. Well, you know, McDonald's put the fucking syrup in their breakfast sandwiches. What is it called?
What happened?
With that
Make bread
syrup?
noodle.
Yeah. I mean, I never had those because I don't eat eggs and breakfast stuff.
You don't eat breakfast?
Breakfast is not my
I
favorite.
eat eggs all the
That's
time.
the
Because-
worst thing you could have at a fast food place is breakfast. 'Cause
Really?
them pancakes is the worst.
Pancakes?
Actually, I'm not
I'm
gonna
a
lie. I
pancake.
used to love the hot cakes at McDonald's.
Growing up, I did.
What if I'm drunk today and I'm breaking night? I'm getting.
Let my mom
pancakes
say
at
she was gonna get me some McDonald's breakfast before she dropped me off at school. I was coming in with my hot cakes.
When you
Nah.
drunk,
Like
When I'm drunk, I can't go to it. Like
I
when
got
I'm
my own
drunk
breakfast
and I go to
today.
eat food, I need it now. Like because I'm only getting food because I need help.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sitting at no diner like casually fucked up
You know what?
because I'm a sitting there. I mean, like,
at 4:00 in the morning,
No.
we used to go to White Castle.
Who's we?
Me and my friend.
I was about to say it was y'all.
I like crystals.
Because
I don't like White Castle.
Honestly, I never ever had White Castle ever. Only because like, in elementary school I had this best friend named, I don't even want to say it. She probably watches this. But she
Toya.
She used to have her grandmother bring her White Castle all the time for lunch. And she used to think she was hot shit. Everybody did when their parents came and brought them something, whatever. But that White Castle used to smell so disgusting. Yeah. And I'm like, you really think you something with that White Castle? But that shit stinks. Like, it smells so bad.
Real.
Never wanted to try it, ever.
White Castle, so I never liked.
Get it without the onions?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I knew White Castle, so I don't like a lot of condiments on my
I need all the
food,
sauce.
right? So
I remember we shared that.
When I would eat a White Castle, like when I was a kid and I ate a White Castle burger, it still tasted like the condiments even though they weren't on it. That's what
like mustard or something?
It still tastes like ketchup and onions and they don't even be on there. I'd be like, you know what? This is not good. Nah, hell no.
After a party, White Castle?
I tell you, the chicken rings at White Castle.
No, it's not.
Chicken rings?
Yeah, it's like an onion ring with chicken.
Well, I've never walked into a White Castle ever, so I don't know.
You might lose your appetite.
What is a crab stick?
I said crab stick.
They sell crab sticks.
No, what is it?
You order like 25 sandwiches for all of y'all, and then you order the thing of crab.
That's the problem.
Because I'm high class.
Real crab.
What?
It don't matter.
That's the
2% real crabs.
They said that the
after eating a whole round of White Castle, you're not drunk no more.
You're not.
I be drunk.
no, because you shitting it out.
You get some onion rings.
y'all just go to Wendy's. Wendy's is always open. Go get yourself some
No,
French
it's
fries.
not.
and some
Castle
chicken.
is always
Chicken
open.
nuggets.
It doesn't stay open 24 hours.
None of them over here do anymore.
White
They all close
Castle
at
is
2.
always
Actually,
open.
She does. White Castle right here.
Funny.
No,
That Wendy's,
Wendy's.
I was just, who was I telling the other day? I said, yo, I come off that exit and I always see that Wendy's and I've never went to go get that.
It's right there.
Yeah, right there.
Which one? Oh, that one up the road?
Yeah.
I've been to
but
that
It's
one.
24 hours.
I've never seen it.
Why we never get Wendy's?
What Wendy's are you talking about?
Bro, right
I
there.
don't pass it.
Hey.
That's why.
I was like, Maria, I'm about to go to Wendy's. Maria's like, you're going to get French fries?
Hate it.
And then Maria's like, oh, I wish I could get a sandwich.
Oh, this is what I was finna say.
What's
about
gross?
Fast food. I remembered it. So of course I said I don't really eat a lot of fast food. But when I do eat fast food, I'm gonna tell y'all what I eat. Y'all probably gonna think I'm fucking crazy. Maybe I love me some Taco Bell.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Taco Bell too.
But just the classic tacos. I don't even be doing the most, honestly.
Nah, I do a Crunch Wrap Supreme. Like
No, I just get the Crunch Wrap Supreme and be like, I want the gordita bread.
the gordita. I never did that.
Okay, I don't know nothing about any of that.
So
Do you guys get the potatoes?
No,
Nah.
Yes, the potatoes?
I never.
I've had it, but I know I've had it. I've had it.
I haven't.
I get the
tried their
regular
they had,
classic tacos.
I ain't gonna lie. When Taco Bell dropped their French fries, I said I gotta go try it.
Oh
Like,
wait, those
the
It's,
nacho fries.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I didn't
fucking
have
them
it.
up.
Was good.
they were actually
good, yeah.
all right to me.
I gave one to my daughter. I was like, now I'm gonna order another one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like there's really not a lot of fast food that I eat, just because I'm type 1 or whatever. But I'll
eat it, but I'll
I will fuck over some Taco Bell.
Oh, no.
Shout out to
no,
Taco Bell.
and
I
they're
used to
so
have a
cheap
boyfriend that
too.
used to work
Hold
at
on, it's
Taco
so
Bell.
cheap.
Lit.
It's like $1 something per
it ain't.
taco.
No,
it's
One
not,
taco?
Not no more.
No, it's not.
For real? Okay, well I haven't had it in a while, but
I had two
Inflation.
Doritos tacos.
$7.
when I was in Houston.
well you just said Doritos.
Ready to be hungry.
yeah, like
Be hungry and drink some water.
oh, that was good. Like 2 Doritos tacos.
But you know
it was
what's-
like it was like $7.
I was
You know
about to
what's
say when I
crazy?
switch it up, I'll get a Doritos taco shell, but it got to stay classic. I don't do sour cream. I don't like sour
Oh,
cream.
no sour cream.
So that's why I don't do the Supreme stuff.
When I was like at my fittest, I would always eat Taco Bell like at least like twice a week because the taco like a
You
regular
trying to
taco.
compare how fit you were? Because
Nah, because-
I'm still fit, even though I'm eating Taco Bell.
because the
When I
thing
was
is,
my most
the,
fittest.
the best thing about Taco Bell when I was at my fittest was one, a taco is only like 120 calories.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yep. And then two, the shell is really the only carb that you're
Yeah.
really intaking. And three, it burns off so fast that you're really gonna be hungry right after. So if I wanted to like kind of like get like a little quick meal replacement, I just eat that, boom, boom, and then I just cool out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Honestly,
my little fast food.
Me
fix.
and my sisters, we make tacos at our house probably like once a week.
Yeah.
Like
do
Taco
it.
Tuesdays.
We do it so often. So and quesadillas is so easy to make. like without.
I haven't had one in a while.
I'm not a cheese.
We have what is it? What is that? What is the circle thing called?
I don't make it.
What is the circle thing called?
Tortilla.
Tortillas. We just be having tortillas in the fridge. Just yeah, I couldn't remember the name. Goddamn. we just we just be having them laying.
They don't have tortillas in their fridge.
laying around.
So I'm not gonna lie. So the tortillas that I like, they don't sell them here. So none of the grocery stores by my house or whatever. They
You need the Mexican ones because you're from Texas.
So and that's what I was about to say. When I go home, baby, my suitcase be like full of tortillas.
Well, what is it?
You got that hard ass tortilla that
Soft.
Okay, I hate them shit.
It's a certain brand, and then like even my seasonings, certain seasonings I can't find here.
What's the brand and what makes it so particular?
It's nice.
It's dense.
And soft. No, it's nice and soft.
No, because sometimes that's why I don't like to go out and eat tacos. Like Taco Bell is always safe with me. I know that sounds crazy, but when I go other places and get tacos, they'd be doing like corn tortilla, and I really hate that shit. I hate corn tortillas. I gotta have flour tortillas always.
Corn.
Yeah, I like flour tortillas.
No, but see,
and I'm like, maybe that's how American tacos do.
No,
but I'm gonna stick with that.
American tacos do.
I like homemade flour. So whenever we go to a restaurant, I want to know, is your flour homemade? Because like in Houston, a lot of places you go to, the flour tortillas are homemade. You could tell a difference. It totally changes.
I never had that.
The flavor profile.
Yeah, I've
You know
never
what?
asked.
I had a
probably
taco.
never had that.
Totally.
You know, it's I had a taco. So there was a taco truck in California, right?
Great Mexican food.
I don't know what
Cali.
kind of shell this was. I've never seen it. I've never tasted a shell like this ever anywhere else. And it was like soft but crunchy but thin. And they've doubled it, and it was a burrito taco. What?
Wait, soft.
As soon as you said taco
it's almost
truck,
like-
I thought
it's
about
like-
burrito tacos immediately.
It was a burrito taco, but like it was like, let's say if they had like a soft flour one, but they fried it for a quick second,
Gotcha.
so it had a crisp to it.
So like a chalupa.
Probably.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, but like
Right,
I don't
the
even
double-
like. I don't like the chalupas from Taco Bell. They're like
What?
them shells is
Y'all
like.
be trying a lot from Taco Bell. I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
I said y'all be trying a lot. Y'all
I
done
got
said
like 4 things I eat, and that's it.
But isn't it funny there's no Taco Bells in Cali?
there's
Well,
not.
they would never survive.
They have Del Taco. I think they have
Yeah, they have Del Taco.
Right?
Yeah.
Same thing. Like no. I'm just saying it's like same concept.
Fast food taco, but the thing in Cali, you know, or especially LA,
Baja.
they have street
Tex-Mex.
tacos everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's street tacos like
I don't
every
know.
like
the
half a
first
mile.
time I tried a burrito taco, I didn't like it specifically because they used the corn tortilla.
Listen, there's a spot.
That's how you supposed to eat it.
There's a spot in
I don't like
Jersey
that shit.
that you gotta try. It's in Union City. You gotta try it. It's the second best taco I've ever had. I can't say it
Yeah.
because they ain't gonna give them a free promo. Although the owners are cool. Yeah, I'll send y'all a text. It's right, yo. It's the best taco that you're gonna find in the tri-state. Birria taco.
Okay, that's
Promise you.
I'm willing to give burrito tacos another try.
Is it birria or burria?
I say burrito.
Birria.
Like birria.
Birria. Got it.
Not you said birria.
No, that's what they say.
She's from Texas.
I've never,
Birria.
but I've never heard it that way.
She know this
Like
shit.
bitty bitty bum bum. Salinas.
If you don't know how to hold
Yeah.
a fork, and
Hold
bring
on,
that-
I will always. I've done it
Wait,
before.
somebody has to-
Okay, so I want to answer
All
like
right,
real
so
quickly.
if y'all went to, if
You said Lonnie?
Oh, if
Rico's doing it.
if let's say y'all are on a date with someone, right, and the person does not know how to hold a fork and or a knife, what's your next step, or how do you feel about that?
First of all, this has happened to me before.
Wow.
Yikes.
I don't even really
Was it a girl or a
remember
guy?
it both.
Really?
So this is often. You got bad taste.
So I don't even remember where we were or if it was anywhere like that great, but I don't get embarrassed about it. I just teach. This is how you do it.
Oh,
right?
that's nice.
Can you show? Cause how do you not know?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
were they like
no, but how do you
a
have that
Neanderthal?
conversation? No, Rico, but like, how do you have that conversation? Like,
Like
It's not a crazy conversation to have. You see them struggling, like, baby, no, this is how you do. And you show them how to do it.
oh.
It's not that
That's sweet.
embarrassing. But don't let me catch you fumbling again.
Because I taught you.
But to me, I like that they see that I know how to do it. Like, you can take me out, and I'm a classy bitch. Like, my daddy Ben taught me how to do this. Okay.
My dad taught me too.
So
My dad taught me too.
I don't know where y'all parents was at, but this is
Maybe that should give you a red flag. That's why they're not here today.
I mean, but this one little thing, I'll teach you how to do it.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even to this day, I'm not good at cutting steak. And I've been in relationships where
feel like we've
the
said
first
this-
day I'd be like, listen, I don't cut
before.
steak. I don't know how to do it. So when I order the steak, 'cause it is my favorite dish, can you cut
want to
it?
be baby fed.
And they would, got you, babe. And she cut it all. The plate don't slide. Like my shit, like I'm over here trying, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't. It's not. I don't.
I think it's like, you know, not the steak, the plate. Oh, I get what you're saying.
A good steak you can cut with a butter knife.
Well, because like, I think I'm just too strong.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I put all my energy in
You
trying to move
scratching
shit.
up the people in them plate.
And like, I'm like, I broke it by accident. Like, no, but yeah, like, you know, they say you don't know your own strength. So,
Aaron, back in your single days,
A long time ago.
a long time ago, child. If you went on a date,
You know my anniversary is this weekend.
ooh, what y'all do?
wow.
Father's Day week. My birthday is this weekend. What we
get married on
doing? What we doing?
What year are you celebrating?
Okay, hold on.
6.
Cut because she thought.
6.
Cut the thinking part out.
I got a lot of dates to remember.
Okay. You hear? She got a lot
No
of
pun
dates to
intended.
remember. Okay.
It's fine. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I remember like seeing on TV and like these husbands would forget their anniversary or something. I absolutely see how it can happen because you're just so caught up in life. I know my anniversary. I use it all the time, like as a code. But like it doesn't matter. It's not just the code.
Okay.
Fucking idiots if you thought that. But yeah, like I mean,
Me, I'm like,
but it's never just the code. But I can't forget it. So
that's smart. So you made it a code so you wouldn't forget it.
no,
Gotcha.
but I can see how.
I mean, well, if that's her way of remembering
You can
anyway,
forget it.
That's what I do.
Then what the
You
hey?
can forget it.
Yeah.
Like, cause life, you know.
like, I'm very good with dates, though.
I'm not.
I'm very good with
It
dates.
took me a long time to even remember my husband's birthday. I don't even know why. I would always get it mixed up with the 26th.
I don't think that that's
I don't know. In my mind, it just never registered.
Was it early or late though? The date that you thought it was.
No, I used to get the 26th and the 28th mixed up. For
because you
whatever
had
reason.
anher birthday in mind.
No, I don't know.
Because that's
Well,
the
6
only
was
way
like
that
8.
works with me. If I know that somebody's birthday is either the 4th or the 6th, I don't remember which one is what. Because I'm like, I know I have one friend on the 4th and one friend on the 6th. Which one are you?
Honestly, I don't even remember, but it was just hard for me to commit it to memory for some reason. Because in my mind, I just always like 2 + 6 is 8, so maybe it's the 28th, and that's not it. Like I don't know why it just is never computed for some reason. But
So let's go ahead and
Yeah, we're going to get back to the date when you were single. Before you talk. Yeah, talk too much. Okay, so you go on a date, you're single, to a nice, classy steakhouse.
okay,
What was the question?
if you go to a nice, classy steakhouse and you're on a date with somebody
talking
back in
about
your
the night
single
before?
days,
no.
what would you do
Ketchup?
if
Oh.
they asked for ketchup on this or with the steak? And we're talking about an upscale steakhouse.
Honestly, I think I should be like
Interesting.
mental note.
Would you go on another date?
I think I think that would have to be overcome. Meaning, like, like they made me laugh. Like it's a super connection, synergy, a vibe or whatever. But I would definitely be wondering, like, why do you like ketchup on steak? That's all. You know?
What about barbecue sauce?
Do they have barbecue sauce at steakhouses?
I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, at a minimum, I feel like if you're at a steakhouse, ask for steak sauce because people do like steak sauce.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
feel
mean,
like
I don't, but you know.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like one time I judged on that. Like, if you ask for A1, I actually personally don't like A1 sauce.
I like A1 and Heinz 57 on my chicken tenders.
But not on a steak.
I don't
On
know.
your, you like A1 on your chicken tenders?
No. So when I was younger, my dad would make steaks. I would put A1 sauce on it because I saw him do it. But like, I don't. Honestly, I just started eating steak just a
When
few
I
years ago.
grill steaks, like outside barbecue grill steaks, I would marinate
in
the
A1
and I would use that as a
'cause it
part
has
of
vinegar
the.
in it.
But I wouldn't be like,
I
can
can
I
see
get some
that.
A1 steak sauce? Drake.
I can see that.
I'm trying to figure out where did this voice come from.
What?
Like your asking voice is
What is the asking voice?
very gaslighty.
Woo, child. Okay,
Like,
hold on.
Is that how you ask for things? It seems like manipulative.
How?
Can I get the A1 steak sauce?
I mean, I feel like that's how some people do, so that
Oh no,
they
you
feel
said,
like.
you said I would. I would be like,
But I don't ask for A1 steak sauce.
So she was saying
that
if
is-
she were to ask for.
so how would you ask for your sauce?
Anyway,
How would you ask for your sauce?
I
man?
don't like A1 steak sauce personally. I don't like how it tastes like on top of a steak. I don't think that I need. I personally don't use any sauce
Me neither.
at all.
Just butter.
When we come from struggle food, we understand
Okay.
that, right? And
I'll
then
keep that in
when
mind.
we get money or we get new levels, we refuse to re-educate. Like nobody wants to learn again. So now you go on a date pretending you know what the fuck you're doing, and then you out here looking crazy. If you grew up with your palates untrained, you never had good food, good wine,
Unexperienced,
good eating, you
not
don't
trained.
have it.
I don't know. Jamaicans, they gonna stick to they well done steak.
I'm about to say.
Well,
used to
I
be
was
well
about
done.
to say, well,
Not no
I
more.
grew up eating steak because my dad would cook pepper steak all the time. Steak wasn't really new to me. How I ate
Ate
steak
It, yeah.
when I went out with my friends or on a date,
different, right.
it was different than how I eat it at home. Sure. I'll be full.
Right.
Something new and someone introduces it to you and you're like, oh, this is really great. I enjoy that. This is great. I like it. I like the way this is cooked. I like the flavor. I like the texture. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think there are people who have experienced a plethora of different things and they're just like, this is what I like. And I'm going to stick with what I
Yeah,
like.
that's
And I
true.
think we have to accept both.
No, we don't. There's no way you're gonna.
No, there
You're gonna run with
are.
ketchup on steak.
I don't know about the ketchup.
Unless you
but-
say ketchup on eggs.
That's
Yeah.
fucking gross. And if you do that, I don't
People
trust
do
you.
that.
No, I don't
People
trust
do
I grew
that.
up eating ketchup on eggs.
No, I understand, but
You said
if
what?
we live together, huh?
I used to
That's
eat that when I was a
sickening
kid,
too.
I've seen it
You
before.
eat ketchup on rice
Not
and eggs?
commonly,
I'm
but
not.
I've seen it before.
You do that today?
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah, see? You've grown.
See where I'm going with this.
I
Nah,
agree
100%.
with you, Alan, but I feel like you're being really pretentious right now. In my opinion, you're being pretentious because it does. Because the thing is, that's not what it's about. Your palate. If you enjoy food and you enjoy the experience, right? It's an experience for you. And while like I may enjoy a variety of different things and it's like, ooh, like this. Someone else, it is a
It
choice.
doesn't work like
But there's also class.
No, but let me give you an example.
You guys are being
Hold on, let me
pretentious.
explain something to you. In the dating world, if I went out with Amanda and I didn't know how to hold a steak or something, and she was like, "Hey, honey, let me show you how to do this," I'm probably gonna wife you. That's how men think. Do you understand?
No, I disagree. I think that a man will feel embarrassed and ashamed, and he
Yes.
will never go out on a date with her again.
Yes.
I don't know.
Cap, I dated the girl for years. But look, what I would say is,
I'm sorry.
I think it's a balance.
no, we're teaching.
Even if
realistically-
he is embarrassed about that, I feel like he's going to learn how to do it so that he doesn't like
Have that experience.
have that
again.
exactly. But I feel like what Marie is trying to say is like, okay, the way I've grown up and what I've experienced growing up, I drank wine a lot and I've learned how to taste different wines. I've learned a lot of things about wine. The other people, if I say, oh, I really like red wine, this is my wine of choice, they'd be like, oh, I don't like red wine. It's so bitter. And it's just like, it's probably just an acquired taste. Not everyone is going to like red wine. I can say, okay, well, red wine goes with, steak. We're having steak, so I'm going to pair it with red wine. But, they don't necessarily care for that. So they don't want to do it. They just want to do whatever they want. Oh, I kind of like the white wine better, even though it doesn't pair well together. This is what I like.
Like, I want that Moscato with my
Exactly.
steak.
That sounds really good, but the way I take, the way I
You can't make everyone do what is appropriate to a society.
So this is what happens, right? We get caught up in this trying to include everybody and disregard blueprints for success. Let's use a real example would be like, hey, let's say you're 25 years old and you're having a good career and you're on a date with somebody and they're like, hey, does this restaurant sell Mad Dog? You're gonna be like, what? But it's their acquired taste.
Restaurants don't sell Mad Dog.
But this is what I'm trying to say. Like, but what I'm saying is, it's such a crazy level that we cannot sit here and say, all right, what your acquired taste is should not be, I guess, like elevated in certain places. At this point, if you want success, especially if you're going to upscale restaurant, you have to understand etiquette and class, depending on where you're going. And now if you're going to be on a date with a woman at an upscale steakhouse and you're asking for ketchup, it's kind of showing that, one, you probably are not here often. It's giving off all of the wrong things that you are going to be judged by, which really, if you want to put the ball in your court, just ask, hey, what steak sauces do you have?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, and then you go from there. And, I'm saying, like.
So I actually understand both sides. I think that there are people, like Marie said, there are people who have experienced certain things. So you've been to like a Peter Luger's or like a Benjamin's or something, right? But you still might go home and eat like Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean? Like, your taste is your taste. Like, you might want your steak cut up into small pieces and like fried in some peppers and onions. And that's just your preference. But that doesn't necessarily mean that perhaps you're not open to something new. So I think that like you can be open to something new, you know what I mean? And still like what you like. So it's like, if we're going to go to some, I don't know, let's say it was a Double Eagle at the Del Frisco. I think it's called Double Eagle. So if we go there, even though I like ketchup on my steak, please don't cut this to where it's saying I like ketchup on my steak. Please do not. But if you're a person who prefers ketchup on your steak, I think you should still be open to trying new experiences where, you're having it the way it's suggested, like the suggested preparation, But if you go home and you got half your steak, tomorrow you're going to put some ketchup on that thing. I just think, just don't be closed off to new experiences. I think that's what is most important.
Because
Aaron, you said it appropriately.
No, but but here's the thing. This is what I'm saying, or this is what I think is what I'm getting from what Alan's saying. We had a 20-minute conversation about struggle food, but the second that we talk about etiquette and certain things about, certain ways and behaviors that you should display on first dates in certain restaurants, we cut it because we want to cater to the other side. If we're going to have a 20-minute conversation about struggle food, we need to have a 20-minute conversation about how you should conduct yourself in certain places, depending on your date. But like, and that's where I think we're getting the confusion before, because we want to include, but we're not.
I agree with you.
There's people who might want to wife you, or there's women that might want to husband you. I don't know how to say that part, but they're on a date with you, and they've been sitting on the table
the whole time.
20 minutes. And you were here eating. Like, you don't know how to
staring at the napkin.
But so this is the thing, and I think this goes back to what I was initially saying, is that you have to be open to new experiences. Like, you definitely have to be open to new experiences. And I think that while we did give 20 minutes to struggle food, okay, cool. Let's talk about, how you cut steak and how you order steak. And, because, think about it. Like, people know rare, medium,
I just learned rare
and
plus.
well. Right, exactly. So a lot of people have no idea what rare plus is. I found out what rare plus is from like going to the Steakhouse or Benjamin's by our house, and maybe all steakhouses don't serve rare plus. I don't know. because I just started eating steak a few years ago like that. But I think that
By choice.
yeah, by choice. I think
hope.
that it's important for us maybe to kind of dive into that, like, so that people are understanding if you're gonna go to some fine dining establishment, this is how you conduct yourself when it comes to ordering. This is how you conduct yourself when it comes to using a fork and a knife. It's typically, while you can do it, it's still typically looked down upon if you're asking for steak sauce, you know, or some places, even if you ask for salt, you know, like a lot of fine dining restaurants do not put salt and pepper on the table.
Yep.
You have to ask for it, you know? So I think that, again, it's all about being open to new experiences. So if someone, you know, takes me out, matter of fact, I'll give you a perfect example. And this is not fine dining. When I met my husband, he's never eaten a crawfish in his life, right? But I love crawfish. I eat a lot of crawfish. I make crawfish at the house, whatever. So I'm trying to introduce him to something that I like, you know? So I had to teach him how to eat it, how to enjoy it, like how to, you know, like what parts of the crawfish to eat, what parts to throw away, you know? So I just think that it's just being open to an experience and not necessarily like shaming somebody or like not being open to, you know, to something new.
Well, I feel like in dating, is everyone willing to educate or
That's a great point.
and have the other
Great
person like go through that experience with them?
a
Or
good
is it
point.
just going to be shamed upon and like you're going to embarrass them and you're going to be turned off by them because they're not on the same caliber as me and they don't know how to hold the knife and the fork. So
Well, for some people that means something, because I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like at this age, if I was dating and I go out with a man my age and he doesn't know how to use a fork and a knife,
Yeah.
there are other things in my mind that are gonna arise. It's more so like, okay, were your parents around? Did your parents raise you? If they did raise you, why didn't they teach you how to use a fork and a knife? You know, or like, you know.
Why didn't you teach yourself as an adult?
Well, no, but I didn't teach myself. So
I'm saying at this point.
I get what you're saying, but my perspective is gonna be from why didn't your parents? Because my parents taught me, or my dad taught
They
me.
teach themselves and they teach themselves wrong.
Wrong. Just like playing golf. So
No,
many
yeah.
people play golf and they play it wrong. They may be good and they're hitting, you know, making they're doing well. You know what I'm saying? They're doing well at the game, but if they were playing it properly, they would be phenomenal. You know, so I think it's a habit thing. A lot of people pick up wrong habits or bad habits along the way.
I think I'm gonna have my own conversation about this topic. Fellas, you don't have that much time, especially when you're on the first date or this is a short dating, short amount of time you've known this person. So knowing that you don't have that much time, you cannot get too comfortable with your old habits, especially if those old habits have not provided you successful results. So if you're asking for ketchup at an upscale steakhouse, you're shooting yourself in the foot. If you're leaving your linen on the table throughout the whole dining experience, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And if the woman that you're with does not notice that, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So you have to understand what comes with what territories. And if you're not conducting yourself the right way and the person that you're with is not telling you how to conduct yourself in the right way, this is just something that's more likely than not going to be a waste of time and a heartbreak if you do fall that much in love with this person going down the line.
Can I ask you a question? So, like, do you think, I don't know, I feel like I would feel uncomfortable telling a man on a date, like,
put your napkin on your lap.
yeah.
That part.
Yes, I'm gonna notice. I'm gonna check it in my mind that
That's probably I'm
You
not
might
gonna
make
say
a mental
that.
note.
yeah, but I don't know how comfortable I would feel with like. I think I'll make a joke. Like,
I was about to say,
But
I'm
that's
gonna
what I'm
say it
saying.
jokingly. Like,
Right.
why didn't you put your napkin on your lap?
right,
Like, put it.
You're a
Like,
skater, like,
But
You trying to save it? For like,
but you know, and that's how you. But exactly, but there's ways to do it, right? It's not gonna be so direct. But if you did that,
that's how I was
Yeah.
thinking you were saying it. Okay.
nah.
Got
But
it.
like everybody has to be like, yo, you have to conduct yourself a certain way, and you don't have that much time. If
to
you
impress somebody.
to impress
You're
somebody
right.
or to
Right.
just show you know how to move. You want to be comfortable. You be comfortable once you secured
You
the
right.
person. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Until then, you gotta act right. Like, hey, listen, I really love, and you know what would be dope if I was a guy who loves steak on my ketchup. I mean, ketchup on my steak,
I
right?
like steak on not ketchup.
You like
Right.
steak on your ketchup.
Right.
I thought you were not a ketchup guy.
I'm not. But let's say if I was, and I'm like, yo, after we go, we have our date and we leave, like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. There's sauce, there's steak sauce. The chef recommendation was good, but I really like some ketchup on my steak. That's how you can actually, show the balance of both worlds. Because now you're showing that you're not closed-minded. You're showing that you're educated about the atmosphere that you're in. And you're also showing that you're being completely transparent with who you are and your own preferences. But if you think you're about to come out the window and doing something that is totally left field, you're going to lose.
Like eating noodles and eggs.
Yeah, or pasta.
First of all, don't even do my
don't
mama
even
like
say
that.
noodles. Noodles don't even give it justice. Like pasta and eggs
We South Americans, they do that.
Oh, okay.
with no sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, we
You gotta understand, there's no sauce. Like,
In our community, there's a lot of shame. There's a lot of
Yes,
shame.
yes.
I don't like
There's a lot
that
of
part.
Shame in doing anything different. We're shamed for anything we do. We
Yes.
come,
Yeah.
shame. So we have a lot of shame in our community.
We do.
So I think that as a man, I'm speaking from a man's perspective, and you guys can speak from a woman's perspective. If you're going on a date, you're trying to impress her, like you really trying to see y'all work together, you finally got out of the office, and y'all gonna go on a date, and you want to take her to this restaurant, please look at the menu first.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hell
To
yeah.
get you a surprise that you're not ready for. And if it says starts at 50, that means that's the lowest dish.
I don't.
Well, I
I
mean,
actually don't like to do that. I mean, do you? Are you?
Yeah.
Ready? Let's go.
When I go to a restaurant.
Am I repeating what you said, or am I just
Let's
restating?
paraphrase it.
Okay, so when I go to a restaurant on a date, I actually don't like to look at the menu beforehand. I like to be surprised. That's why I was trying to ask you before I started the
Because
prompt.
you're not paying.
Wait, hold on. That's why I tried to ask you before I started. Are you talking about the person taking the other person out to look at the menu because of the price? Okay. So you see, I was.
You just gotta look at the menu with the price in mind, but you're really looking at the menu to see what
Even
you're
when
getting
you
in store
look up
for.
the restaurant, they show how much money signs.
Yeah, so like
Sometimes. Yelp changed their format for some reason.
Oh.
But
Oh.
okay, go ahead. I feel you though.
Yeah,
You don't want to be that guy.
I
you
wouldn't
don't also wanna go to
necessarily
a
look at
restaurant
the menu to see like.
Wow, I done been on a date like that.
and he don't even know how to he don't even know how to read the menu. He looking at
And
what's this?
But
Yeah,
how
it was that
embarrassing.
kind of
I kind of like to
What's
take my
filet
time
mignon?
looking through all of my options and not just being like, I already know what I want. I looked at the menu already before we got here. I don't like that. Like I want to
No, he's not gonna say
sit
that.
and
Right.
I just mean for me. That's why I don't like to look at the menu before I go to
I'm
places.
looking at the drink menu.
facts.
I'm saying,
I'm not even doing that. I like to take my time and
25 or 24.
What does your market
doesn't-
However old.
look like?
Right. You know what's funny? So like when we go out to eat now, my husband will be like, make sure you look at the menu before we go.
Yeah.
Because I'm
I don't even like sitting there waiting while you figure out no more.
It's gonna take me a while because I don't like too many choices. So if there are too many choices, like it's kind of overwhelming, and it just takes. It's like a long time for me to decide what I want.
I don't
and I
care.
swear to God, like, so my girl, she's from LA, so it's a whole different vibe. And then like she turns into this Amanda shit that just irritates my soul, but I just let her have it. So I just be sitting there, and she be like, "So
Yep, that's me.
yeah, you had this. What
That's me.
is this mushroom really good with
That's me.
the combination
me
of?
because I gotta ask questions.
How is this truffle sauce? I'm
That's
like,
me.
come on,
I
like
gotta
let's
ask.
get a steak, bro. Like,
I definitely.
I
am.
gotta ask stuff. What would you recommend? What's your
Yep.
favorite on the menu?
it's always a 20-minute conversation, and the drinks
It's
didn't
not
even
no
come yet.
20-minute conversation. If I look through the whole menu and I'm stuck between two options,
They're never two.
I want-
It's never two.
I'll make it two.
Yeah.
I'll make it two, and when the waiter comes and I'll ask her about what she thinks, I'll ask her if I want to know if I can switch out whatever side that they put for another. If they say no, then I'll be like, okay, fine. Then I'm gonna do this one. If they say yes, I'll say okay, I'll do this one, and I'll have some mashed
God,
potatoes.
you are
Yo.
super complicated.
That's not
I ain't
complicated.
gonna lie, that's how I am.
I
when
can-
I'm-
Sometimes
When I
places
go
don't do
out-
that.
No, I don't do
Sometimes
that.
chefs don't like they
Modifications.
they,
Yeah.
they
And I
don't
like
do
those restaurants.
modifications.
I align with the menu because where I go, like
Okay,
especially
girl.
where you're going, I align with the menu. Like I follow the criteria. I'm not gonna be like, hey, could you switch out this for this?
Oh, no, I'm
Oh, so if they have
Don't do
mashed sweet potatoes and you just want regular mashed potatoes,
I will-
you're not gonna ask if you could just get regular mashed
Have you
potatoes?
watched the movie Chef?
because I don't want potatoes. I want broccoli.
Because
Or
the chef
broccolini
recommended
And
it.
everybody
Yeah.
died.
Well, did you?
I was. Why was I thinking about that, Lonnie? You watch too much fucking
What
TV.
happened?
They died.
The Chef.
In
right?
the menu. That's
Oh,
what it's called. The
that's what it's
menu.
called, the menu. Yeah, you're right. And because you were critiquing his
Somebody
shit.
died. I need to know.
Like,
Budgeting when
when
you
your
date.
life are messed up. We don't have regular mashed potatoes.
I don't like sweet potatoes, so if I can't change it, I'm gonna
You
go
wanna
on
die?
I'm gonna go with the next item.
I align with the menu.
It goes into budgeting when dating. I saw this thing on TikTok, which was romantic. That's Hollywood. The guy didn't eat because he figured out the menu was so expensive. He let her order everything, and then she was like, "You just had an appetizer, right?" And then he was like, "I really don't have that kind of money, but I wanted you to have anything you want."
Oh,
And then
that
they
happened in
fell love.
Auto.
Huh?
The movie Auto. It happened.
That was
I'm
it.
sorry, but don't do
That's
me
where
that.
I got it from.
Yeah.
I'm not finna be eating you watching me
With
eat.
Tom Hanks. Yeah, Tom Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I saw it from. I saw
That's
it.
whack as fuck. I'm never gonna do
That's
that.
romantic, but what I'm saying is like
Nope.
a lot of people have really low success rates. It's almost like, let's say collectively they took all of us here and they brought us to a school from another state. And we're like, what the fuck are we doing here? But we're all teachers, math, science, everything. And
Jim.
they say geometry.
No, Jim.
Gym teachers need love too.
So
The fuck?
We're like a group of teachers, right? And they put us in the town, some state in America, and they were like, why are we here? They said, this town and this school has the lowest grades in America, and you guys are the best teachers.
I don't want to be in no Alabama.
But let's just say we decided to do it. And I think that's what dating is. There's such
Yeah.
a low success rate of dating. It is so fucking bad. I want people to be like, oh, I watched it at the table. I get it. Oh, okay. I got that from it at the table.
This could mean this.
Yeah, this is how this
Yep.
works. This is where you fucking up. If you were getting a fucking 61 in your math test or 51, listen to a couple episodes. I'm not saying we're gonna get you to a 91.
But you might get
We
to a
can get you a
75.
71.
We can get you a
But
C.
I feel like
75.
people should go out then.
71
by
is still a D.
Yep.
Well,
I
if
feel
it's
like
math,
people
I can
should
help you,
go
just
out
can't.
by themselves before dating.
I
Go
agree.
figure out what you like. Go on a date with
The stuff you
yourself.
like to do. Yeah.
Understand that before you go on a date, this is what I like. Taste food and then be authentic. I feel like when people go out on a date and they're being pretentious and they're like, oh no, I don't like ketchup on my steak, but you do. You look crazy because you can read it. Nobody likes that. So you know how you figure out what you like? You spend time with yourself
Yeah.
and know what you like. That's it. Go out by yourself.
Well, I don't.
Well, Marie,
I don't.
that's not-
I didn't spend
but
a
that's
whole
not
lot of
good.
time going out by myself, but I do like to go out to eat a lot, whether it's with friends, just on like just very
Because they
casually
was
out.
taking you out.
But that's better.
Not
like,
they was taking me
here's the
out. I
thing.
like to go out casually for food, like
I know.
so
With your friends.
with my
I
friends.
don't think guys do that. Like I feel like girls
What are you
go
talking
out
about?
all the time with girls. Like we go out with our
In order
girlfriends.
like drug dealers.
Yeah.
we go to the bar. We just don't sit at the
know.
table. It's the same thing. We just go to the bar. That's
I
the
don't
only
know. I
difference.
Yeah, but
like
are you
girls
eating
are always
salmon
going
or
out.
steak or anything like of quality at the bar?
At the
Yes.
table,
What
and
do
you're
we?
enjoying
What do you think? We just
yourself.
eating wings? Like,
Yeah.
That's bar food, bro.
like, but, no, but every restaurant or almost every restaurant has a bar. Like you could go to STK and get yourself a nice steak at STK at the bar.
With your homeboys?
Yeah, I actually did it. That's when what you bring to the table was going viral in Kid Cudi, and then people came up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like this is really reality. And the thing is, it's not so much dating yourself. It's really going out with others. It's not about you not knowing what you like. It's about you not knowing how to communicate and you not knowing how to be comfortable and communicate with what you like.
That's true.
So if you know how to behave all around the board, but you do like ketchup with your steak,
Mhm.
that will supersede the fact that you know how to, hold yourself
Yeah.
will supersede your childish taste buds, right?
Oh
Palates.
yeah, I'm
Right?
gonna look at you and I'm not even gonna
But
judge.
like, let's say if you have,
Dang.
let's say if you have,
Sophisticated.
but let's say you have like if
Unsophisticated palate.
unsophisticated
Not
palate,
Childish.
whatever. We'll say whatever. We'll go with it, right? But like when you don't know how to conduct yourself, if you know how to conduct yourself at certain areas, people realize when you are out of place, when you are out of sync.
Yeah.
So when
Be all over you.
and
Right.
and you're all over the place, like you don't even know how to, you can smell it. So I don't think it's just so much what you like. It's really learning how to carry yourself in certain atmospheres. And then when you know how to do that, then, you know, your preferences that are typically not accepted in these type of elegant places will be more so accepted because he still fits in, but this is just what he likes. You know what I'm saying?
But everything has limitations. You're not gonna be like, can I have some chicken tenders?
But I think you have to be observant too.
But if you have chicken tenders, it's over for me.
I was
Like,
about to say, you kind of fucked up talking about the chicken tenders because
like, I'm not.
I love
They
me.
don't even serve chicken tenders here. Yes, it is easier to budget, but my thing is, it's easier to know what you're going to get yourself into, right? Be prepared if you're a man. That's the main thing that women are looking for when you're dating is your preparation, right? If you want a girl to follow your lead, then you have to already have been in a position to lead in all aspects. So if I know what the menu is, and then we get to this restaurant, and Amanda's sitting here talking for 25 minutes about what dish comes with what, and what tastes like what, and what they recommend, but then I already know what I want, and then it's gonna spark a conversation between me and her. She's like, wow, you just knew what you liked so fast. I'm like, yeah, you know, I kind of checked out the place before we even got here to make sure it was a fit for both of us. And now I'm glad that you figured out something. Hopefully your dish tastes well, and hopefully my dish tastes well. You already look like you are ahead of the game. As a man, you are expected to be ahead of the game. So when you're dating, you need to demonstrate those attributes from the beginning.
You know what? I want to piggyback on that because, you know, we see a lot of comments about men asking women out, hey, I want to take you out, X, Y, and Z. And then they be like, oh, what you want to do or where you want to go.
Terrible.
Like, it shows such a level of, like, unpreparedness that is crazy. It's like, why would you ask me on a date and you want me to go somewhere with you, but then ask me where do I want to go? So I think because there's so many ways for you to figure out where to go. It's because of our conversation. I've told you some of the things that I like. Hey, I like live music. I love stand-up comedy. I love, you know, X, Y, and Z. But, like, don't ask me. You know, like, it just shows, like, so
You just
much.
want me to give you the answers. And
Yeah.
what are you learning from me?
It's like, do you want my Scantron?
Are you paying attention?
Yeah. You know, I don't.
But you know what? A lot of men don't know how to probe, right? So because they don't know how to
But
probe.
women talk so fucking much. I don't even think you have to probe.
Nah, so here's the thing, right? Think about it like this. A lot of men don't know how to probe because they're too busy love bombing, right? They're too busy complimenting, talking about how, hi queen, oh, you look so great today. What are you wearing? There is nothing in that conversation that said, yo, what's the best restaurant you've ever been to?
You're right. They're not good. There's nothing.
Or they'll
no
phrase
substance.
it like, where do you want to go? I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
But that's still not a question that's learning about her.
Exactly.
It's really just figuring out the
but
moment.
that's him asking a question where no one would look at it as, okay, well, I'm giving you the answers.
Nah, that's not.
I still think that's the
You
easy
tell me
way out,
what's the best dish that you've ever had, and then I'm gonna figure out where that dish exists.
You be like, oh my God, I love fried ravioli. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And so Google where the fuck is fried ravioli? Bam,
Find it.
you got a
Yep.
spot.
And then
But I'll say this: I think that women, like, we literally give away the cheat code. We give away the secrets. Like, I want a man who blah blah blah. I want. It is so fucking easy. You're giving them the information to, like, run over you and to use you and to, like, manipulate you. You know, I honestly, I feel like women should just be quiet on dates.
No way.
No, I'm saying, I'm not saying, like, completely quiet, but, like, be quiet in the sense, like, don't be doing a whole bunch of talking about stuff that ain't nobody ask you. Don't nobody care about, no, like,
yeah, but you know,
your ex and your baby daddy and this, like, who fucking cares?
Nah, don't talk about your ex and baby daddy on a date with me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, you don't.
That's a
bring
little
up
OD.
stuff.
But you know what happens is this, right? There's a balance, because the flip side is the guy that talks too much becomes unattractive. He's not a good listener. So women want somebody who's a listener. So some guys try to play the listener role, you know, so they just, you know, ask them questions that lead into them telling stories, which is cool. But again, what ends up happening is 9 times out of 10, his interest ain't really there. He's just letting you ramble, right? And because he's here on a mission. You feel what I'm saying?
What if he's not? What if he's at the point where he's had all the things that men are chasing? He's had it. He's done it. He's done it again. He's done it. He woke up, done it again. And now he's like, damn, I really want to fuck with Shorty. Like, I'm mentally there. Like, I'm trying to fuck with Shorty. and she ordered some ketchup on her steak, or she doesn't know how to put a napkin on it,
She
or
likes
she doesn't
ketchup
know
on
how to.
steak.
She said, "You got Mad Dog 2020 in here."
I wish the fuck no. You tried Four Loco. Can we have a Four Loco before we go to the restaurant?
You might have a little Four Loco and a charcuterie board type date. Who knows?
But my thing is, I wouldn't mind that at home, right? Like we can. I'm all up
what about
for
a picnic?
yeah,
Okay.
with us, you know, but like.
Not on display for everybody.
Yeah, like if we're talking, because I mean, the first thing that in my mind when we talk about dates and we're talking about restaurants, I'm not thinking something like a Fridays. I'm not thinking a Bonefish Grill. I'm thinking something that's going to be somewhere in the upper echelon.
That bang bang. At
Bang Bang Shrimp.
Like bonefish.
I don't. No, I'm just saying like that's not the date I'm thinking of, right? But if you want to, like, I'm all up. Like, yo, you know what? I'm spontaneous like that. Like, yo, we had a good first 2 dates, and you hit me with I want a Four Loco. And charcuterie board, how do you say it?
Charcuterie.
Chicuchi.
I can never say it.
A
Cheese
charcuterie
board,
board.
right? On a picnic,
A lunchable board.
I'm like,
Oh, not that.
I bet it's lit. Let's do that shit. But if you said that,
That's also you listening. You know, and like again, probing, asking the right questions.
I feel like if I really wanted to fuck with someone and I saw that their etiquette skills wasn't up there, I'd be like, damn. But it's just like also, how do I get that to be better? Like, what can you do? Like, I wouldn't even want to hint no shit because I wouldn't even want to embarrass them or like make them feel less than.
Right.
But like, how do you improve that?
that's the problem. Because then no offense, but those type of women are always the fixer-uppers that end up mad in the end. Because you try to fix this man and make him something that he isn't, and then try to, educate and shape him to be something, but clearly
Fit into her world.
But
fit into
but
her
you
world,
could
but he wasn't
also-
going to fit.
Yeah.
Especially you got to remember, we are adults now. A lot of people are majority of who they are.
Yep.
So if you have to teach somebody etiquette skills at this age,
I mean, but you could teach somebody things that they can be willing to, grasp. I remember I went on a date one time, and this was very simple, not even sitting at the table. I said, yo, take off your hoodie.
Wait, like off his top of his head?
Why was he
that's
wearing
crazy.
Wait.
First
the
of all,
whole
that's
sweater or just
Yeah,
off his
no,
head?
well, yeah, he had a zip-up sweater because it was cold and he didn't wear a jacket, but he had a button-down shirt on. And I was just like, yo, like we're inside now. Take it off. Put it at coat check. Nah, I'm still cold. And I'm like, but are you going to go sit down at the table with the sweater on? That doesn't make any sense. Like your whole outfit for the restaurant is underneath the sweater. Like take off the sweater. And it was a back and forth. He did not want to me.
Yeah.
I was being passive aggressive.
Because you were trying to make it seem like the outfit that you wanted to display.
First of all, it was my date. And he did not know where we were going, but I told him how to dress.
Wait, you're paying?
Yes.
So you see how men act?
It doesn't. First of all, it doesn't even matter who was. It doesn't even matter who was paying. I gave the dress code because I know that this was going to be a nice place. Don't wear that shit.
Don't be up in here embarrassing me.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I felt because he really did not want to take off the sweater, and I was just like, okay, but you see where we at now. Why don't you feel like it's appropriate for you to take off the sweater?
Wants ketchup on his steak.
Oh, the same day I had to tell baby you cannot order the steak like that. So okay, no. I think before
masculine.
No, but I think before
is he trainable? He wasn't trainable.
He knew to not order the steak well done, but he didn't know how to say it. So he ended up saying medium rare. I usually do medium well. Back then I used to do medium well. I get medium now. But I think he just mixed up the two and he said medium rare. So I said, oh, okay. Is that okay?
Maybe you don't like
When he got the steak, he was cut into it and he was like, oh, nah, this shit mad red. He called the server back and was just like, oh, it's really red. And so I was just like, but that's what the
plate be
fuck.
hot, though. He could have seared it on the plate.
I'm like, but that's what you asked for. And the server told him the same thing. Oh, well, this is medium rare. Oh, well, can you cook it a little bit more? And I was just like, oh, Jesus.
So wait, hold on. We're not gonna just. We're not. First of all, she's not getting off on this at all. None of this. That's one.
Okay, are you trying to come for me for what?
Get off on what?
The fact that
he wore a hoodie.
No. It's way more than. It's all of it, right? So,
because I want to hear what I did. Go ahead.
Were you 21 or 20? How old were you? You had to be young.
I was. I can't pinpoint my age, but I was.
Understand. Okay, because you didn't take the hint when you sent a location with the dress code, and he still wore something that was, even if he was to get cold,
It was a hoodie.
it wasn't gonna fit the dress
I
code.
see what you're saying.
That's red flag number 1.
This was my boyfriend, by the way, not a regular first date or anything.
Oh, he tripping.
But go ahead.
But that's the problem. like that's the problem.
It obviously was. It's not her boyfriend anymore.
Well,
Here we go.
And that's what I'm saying. So
I was about to say, and what else? That's all you had to say?
no, there was a lot more. He didn't know how to say well done, medium. Like,
what happens is
I remember when I had my first girlfriend that had money, and I don't even know what restaurant I went to, but they
You ordered cheese on your broccoli.
no. It wouldn't even get. It was fucked up. I was doomed from the start. I was 22, right? And they said, "Do you want still or sparkling?" I was like, "Fucking still." Like,
You gotta say something.
I was like,
Honestly.
what is that? They were like, water.
Still is
I was
fine.
like, so I looked at her and she was like, still is fine. And I was like, that's when they came
She
in.
looked at you and did that?
Yeah, she looked at me and then she answered them, said, still is fine. But like, I didn't know.
She hates you.
I didn't know. I was doing from the start.
Yeah.
I didn't know what still water was. Like, I was just used to Poland Spring and tap. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, and sparkling.
Sometimes they put tap in there.
Yo, when the first time I heard soda water, I didn't even know it was seltzer. You understand? So, like, when you're getting into these types of places, you need to know what
Seltzer
you're
sounds
getting
better
into.
than soda water, though.
I'm gonna say something. I
No,
think
sparkle. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
it ain't
something.
tonic.
I was saying something else.
Oh, definitely not tonic.
You're right.
we got a
Hate
rap.
tonic.
I don't even know what
So
tonic
this
is.
is-
Like, I never had it.
This is okay. So
Yeah.
So gross.
because tonic is sweet.
To me.
Yeah. So this is the one thing I want to say. I think at this point, it's kind of hard. Do I smell chicken?
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw what I did?
We got the
Look,
bonbon.
Wait.
We got the bonbon.
Aaron, right before you said that, look, I went and I looked at you being outside.
I smelled it same time, sis. Same time.
Okay. And you can actually put this in there because y'all the chicken be good. But anyway, what I'm thinking is that I feel like right now in 2023, we have so much information at our fingertips. You can literally get on Chat GPT and be like, I'm going to Del Frisco's on a date. What should I order? I'm going to Peter Luger's on a date. How do I order my steak? You know, there's just so many things. Someone's taking me on a date to go make chocolate. Let's say it's Christmas time or something. You know, you're making hot chocolate or something. You can literally type it in Google. There's almost absolutely no reason for anybody to be that lost right
Or
now.
all the reels and TikToks. People do a lot of restaurant fucking reviews, and the people
But
that.
that requires you to search
And
So
pay
let's-
attention to people, which people
But
don't.
typing in Chat GBT is same
No.
thing.
Chat
You guys
GPT
still
is-
got to do some kind of search. You
So
got to.
you're right. Okay, there is some research involved.
Yeah.
But I just
ChatGPT
think
is
that,
an app.
like,
Living in the age of information. There's
Yeah.
no excuses.
Like, it's
Well,
like-
really, we really want to get into the age of experiences. Like, I remember living in New Jersey majority of my life and going to Miami for the first time. I thought Miami was the best place in the world. And then I went to Atlanta. Then I went to Los Angeles. Then I went to Vegas. Then I went to Spain, Europe. You know what I'm saying? All these different places. And I realized Miami ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really about you taking the time to
Open,
experience
yeah.
so many different things. And then, you know, maybe you might go to, you know, a steakhouse. Then steak might not be your thing. So then you know what you try? Try somewhere where they have a seafood tower.
Exactly.
You know, and maybe you really like that. But what you have to do is you have to experience so many things outside of your comfort zone. And I think that is what's going to elevate your dating skills.
Mhm.
And before we close out, I would call this episode, honestly, not knowing how to date after 30 is unexcusable. Like, we got
I
That's-
don't really like that title, but
I love the
Knowing
title.
how to date
I love
after
it.
30, it's not excusable. You're
It's not,
30
yeah.
fucking years old. You don't know how to date?
Chris, remember I told you when you hit 30, you don't get excuses? That's what I remember I told you. Remember what I told you?
We're not gonna coddle a fucking audience. We're not gonna coddle a fucking community.
But a lot of
You're
our
30 years old.
experiences
Get
that we
yourself
talked about
together.
was
And when
like
you
in
do,
the
keep it
past,
together.
so I think it was under 30.
But
I love it.
I think the
This
moral
the
of the
Alan I
story,
miss.
Alan over here all turned to.
No, like he got aggressive.
I think the moral of the story is that, like, after a certain age, you're not allowed that many excuses or mistakes or missteps or whatever. I think, and I'm giving, in saying this, I'm giving grace to people who may have been late bloomers, who just haven't been that successful for whatever reason,
Who just really like ketchup.
regardless. I think we're in the age of information. There's literally no reason why. You can literally go on your phone and ask for a like a bulleted list or like an actual like a script of what to say. How do I engage with this young lady? How do I, learn about her? Like, so for me,
the
if I
internet
was
is
dating
crazy.
at this point, I'd be like, you didn't take no time to prepare.
But you memorizing a script? That's crazy.
No, I'd rather it's called preparation. I don't believe in being unprepared. I do not believe in being unprepared because real talk, you're going on an interview. This date, because you just like you want a job, you want to have a relationship with this woman, and so you need to impress her the exact same way that you would impress a potential employer. So you do need to present your best self, put your best foot forward. Whether you gonna lie on your resume and have a printout script on your phone, it is what it is. You're gonna figure it out. Because most jobs, you train on the job anyway. You just got to get your foot in the door, create a vibe, have somebody to like you, and then you go from there. But I think you just have to be open to like just doing something different.
This is what I did, and I'm not saying anybody at this age should do it, but I highly recommend it. When I was 20 years old, or 21 to be exact, I realized I didn't know a lot about anything. I didn't know how to talk to anybody outside of the trenches, right? So what I decided to do was serve at a fine dining restaurant. I worked hard to get a job at a fine dining restaurant to serve there.
Capital, right?
Yeah, in season 52.
Okay.
So when I got to that experience at 20, by 22, I was really serving for real. They made me be a runner for almost a year. But more of the story is once you put yourself in the atmosphere to learn how to talk to different people in different brackets with different foods and quality of foods, that's when you'll learn to start to open your palate. And that's when you can actually be able to digest something bigger and take on bigger things and have better dates, so on and so forth. But you got to put yourself in a position to learn. And if you're not putting yourself in a position to learn, you're not going to really acquire whatever it is that you truly want. You'll be stuck with the girl who's okay with you putting ketchup on steak. You'll be stuck with the person who's okay with you ordering well done. You know what I'm saying? And once you put yourself in a position to learn, then you can really make the preference. Because you have both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Like something, you need balance.
Like, you don't even know why. Did you think about it? We don't even know why I'm saying we because I was
like
there.
well done
Why
steak?
I like well done steak.
Because your mama ate it.
And my daddy and my grandfather and all that. So, like, I'm like, damn, but if they was eating medium, I could never fathom me eating a charcoal steak. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like sushi. People like, I don't like sushi.
Well, I can't eat sushi. I just can't. Like,
See?
yeah.
I'm saying,
I
it's
can't.
like
Same here.
I don't eat any. I don't like any cold food. I don't like cold cuts. I don't like sushi.
Well, they have the hot sushi, the ones with like, they fry it and put the little things on top.
Order it.
I mean, but I think that's a good way to start. Instead of just being like, I don't like sushi,
No, I tried it.
That's
a
my
couple
only
times.
exception. But even that, if I think about it too much,
I don't know. I like sushi, but before I ever tried it, I was always like, ew. I was in college. That was when I first started eating sushi. My daddy and them wouldn't eat no damn sushi. We was eating fried catfish, fried shrimp. Like everything was,
fried.
Papados, a gumbo, an etouffee, or something like that, But once you open up, my friends are eating sushi. Well, shit, clearly I need to try it too. So I was always like, ugh, sushi. But once you try things, you just never know what you like or what you're into.
How do you think I got to Bronzino? It didn't just come out the woodworks.
And medium steak. How you eat your steak now?
Medium.
Medium.
Right? But the crazy thing is, like, before that, I knew nothing. Like,
girl.
now I ask, is this farm raised or wild caught?
not
Because
there
there's a
yet.
difference. And I can taste it. like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys, we're going to close up. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was a very casual and not heated, but very interesting. Very interesting to hear everyone's takes on the ghetto eats. and the struggle meals and, how we lifted the caliber. But yeah, we love conversations like this. We love to get away and actually tie into the dating life, tie into love, sex, and relationships. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. We on all the streaming platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon. So you guys go ahead.
We also accept tithes and offerings. So
y'all heard her.
And date box.
And then we have merch. We just came out with some new merch. So shout out Aaron. Aaron's wearing it right now. Alan's actually wearing it as well. They're twins today.
Says what?
no, I don't.
Don't even say it.
And don't forget Date Box. Subscribe to Date Box. Spice up
It's
your little
inexcusable
love life.
to not.
That's true.
It's inexcusable. It is inexcusable to not show or demonstrate an act of support. We have a bunch of different ways for you to do so. We just listed them. So if you truly are a fan and truly are a supporter, we are expecting you to support us as you are expecting us to continue to deliver content.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And speaking of dating, this episode, if you don't know how to date, get you one of these. There's literally instructions.
Spice
in here.
up your life.
Literally, it comes.
We're
with
gonna put in that.
instructions.
We're gonna do an etiquette version, right? It'll have an etiquette manual for you to know how to have proper.
Do we
No ketchup.
No ketchup at all.
There might be some 𝗓1 steak sauce if they sponsor us. In the box.
Sponsor it. Just be a shooter of it.
Just a little nip. But thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next episode. Bye.